Okay. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
Hello. Hello, everybody. You know who I am. I am Detail Grandma, and next to me is my daughter, Tori. And tonight we are going to meet the wonderful Mary Hoffman.
Hello.
And her detailing business is Dragonfly Mobile Detailing. Did I get that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, uh, oh, look who's here. Did you see the comments?
Oh, shoot.
Ah, it's Humberto.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, anyway, so what we're going to do tonight is we are going to just get to know Mary a little bit and see what she's about. Get to
I
know
can't get
her.
this.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We'll keep track of them for you.
Oh, Lord.
Maybe it's a better thing because it won't distract you.
Yeah, I probably don't need to be.
Yeah. So anyway, hello, Humberto.
Hello,
Um,
Umberto.
Hi.
Buenas noches.
yeah, that's out of my realm. That's out of my realm. I am English. English.
Good
English.
evening.
Anyway, what I'll do is she ain't dancing. Humberto said she ain't dancing. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. I'll just ask you a few questions and then I'll just kind of let you do your thing. Let you do
Uh-oh.
some talking and you can tell us about the wonderful Mary.
Uh-oh. I don't know
Okay?
how wonderful.
Well, you don't know how wonderful? Okay, well. Let's see here. Let me put me on do not disturb. I noticed that just as soon as I went live, YouTube notified me of like 10 different things. My channel seems to be so the lovely Mary. Oh, looky here. We got a HM Detailing is here.
Oh, hello, Hassan.
Mary, he says.
I'm
Anyway,
on.
and then Berto says the lovely Mary. Okay, so
Oh,
all right.
shucks.
This way we don't keep you all night. I'll go ahead and get started. Anyway, Tori, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
You pointed the wrong
This,
way.
huh?
You
What'd you
pointed the
say?
wrong way.
Oh, did I?
The other way.
There we go.
There you go.
We're trying this little format here only because I've got a few ideas of people that I want to do interviews with, and so my thought was I would just give this kind of thing a try. It's not exactly a podcast. I know a lot of people will think that, and that's not the case. Um, I'm just trying to get a feel of everything and trying to learn things. And I'm using AI to find questions. So, Mary, if it's a crazy question, AI did it, not me.
Oh boy. I'll get AI to answer it for me.
There you go. There you
It'll
go. There
probably
you
answer better than I will.
go. Okay. All right. So, my first question is I would like for you to just introduce yourself to us. Tell us about who you are as a person, not a detailer. As a person, tell us about your life. Just don't get too personal, obviously, but, just tell us who you are. Give us an idea.
Well, my social security number is no.
There you go. Not too personal.
Well, I grew up in St. Louis, actually in Ferguson. So I grew up there, and then when I was 14, my parents moved me to Bowling Green, Missouri, which is an hour and a half north of St. Louis. And I went to high school there and finished, and actually was in the Navy for a couple of years. And when I came back home, and I worked with my dad on the farm, and what he owns is a wholesale tree business. So it was big trees, and big pines. They were 12 feet tall, and then you got to add the ball, which is another 2.5 feet. So, and then you're trying to load these on a truck and keep them from going off the truck, you know. So that was fun. And then in 2020, you know, obviously good old COVID, you know, because I did that. I did nursery work for 20 something years, actually, 20 plus
Really?
years. Yeah. And I tore my ACL. I fell off a skid loader and got pinned in the boom. My left leg did. And I went over and my bottom leg stayed and the rest of me went.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, but I, you know, had ACL surgery. I had a great doctor, great physical therapists, and everything. And so I got right back on a loader that fall. I was on it actually not too long after I did it. I did it in the fall. It was the first day of deer season. I won't forget that because I was actually supposed to go deer hunting. But the guy canceled on me. So I ended up working and doing that. And so that spring I was back up on the loader, but it was really hard to like push the clutch down on tractors and everything. And I could just feel my leg dangling. I could just feel it. And I got that surgery that spring. 16, I got it done and did all the therapy and was right back out there in the fall because summertime was like our dead time. That was mainly just keeping weeds out and all that good stuff. But then COVID came, things got slow, and I wasn't doing health wise. I wasn't doing well again, which I had it for a while. Shh, I'm trying to interview here. Uh, so I end up having to get a hysterectomy, and by golly, I am so happy I had that. Oh gosh, it's been the best 5 years now. Yeah, almost 5 years of my life.
Well, I tell you, I had an ablation rather than a hysterectomy. It's the procedure that they use now to kind of avoid that for hormonal reasons. And I am glad that I did it. I did it in 2005, and that was the best decision I ever made. I'm like, I felt awful. Just as a person, my body hurt all the time. I had no energy. It was bad. It was
Yeah,
bad. And so I can relate to that, even though I didn't have a hysterectomy. I still
yeah,
have everything, but it's my uterine lining is cauterized. So it
yeah.
stops all of that.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have endometriosis. And I actually had a huge cyst and everything inside of me. And yeah, it was bad. I don't want to get too graphic on here.
Yeah. Elizabeth had a lot of issues, and that's why she
Yeah.
had to with the cancer
Yeah. Yeah.
cells and all of that. So she
Yeah.
had to do that.
It was the
But
best.
anyway, yeah, we
Yeah.
just kind of wanted to get to know you, the person, and see what you're about. I mean, I know a lot of times in detailing, the person gets lost in that, and I always felt like somebody needed to remember that there's a person behind that detailer. So I
Right.
wanted
Yeah.
to just kind of take a minute to get to know you, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, my next question is, tell us how you got into detailing.
Okay. Well, actually, when I was younger, my best friend and I, we would, God, crazy. We would we would clean my parents' cars, and it was a Monte Carlo and a Valiant, and and just we would just take the Dawn and the Pledge and put the Pledge to the vinyl seat, so we'd
Let me
ride in the back, and Mom would take
let
the
me interrupt
corners.
you for a second, Mary. Let me interrupt you for a second.
Uh oh.
Serrano said they took my appendix. Now I can't have babies.
Lucky.
I'm telling you.
No more osos.
No more osos. That's right. Oh my God. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was
Oh
just
no,
hilarious.
it's all good. That's all good because I
That
can't see
was
the comments.
hilarious.
I'm kind of sad I can't see the comments.
Anyway, go
I should have
ahead.
got that more prepared on the computers, but I didn't.
That's all right. That's all right. Anyway, go ahead. We had to have that giggle.
That's all good. Yeah. So we would use Pledge on the Valiant seats in the back, and they were that vinyl, like linoleum. Basta. And them. So when mom would go around the corners, we would slide. And him and I just did that a lot. Basta. The tripod is not something to rub on. So I would do that, and then I moved away, so I didn't, and I lived in the country for one. They didn't, where I was, Bowling Green didn't have much back in the day. We didn't even have Walmart. So we had a Dairy Queen.
Yummy.
And a little chicken diner or some crap. I don't even really remember. It was crappy chicken too. Ugh, it was horrible. But anyway, we didn't have much, and no, I think we had a Napa maybe. But anyway, so I didn't, got out of it and everything. And I actually had something happen to me when I was a child. So I took a whole new path. I didn't even actually think about detailing. I wasn't even into it. I kept my car somewhat clean. High school, I really didn't. And then when I was in the Navy, I got my first car, and it was a Beretta, a light blue, sky blue Beretta. And it had that metallic and everything. And I would wash it, there was a bunch of us that would do it out there at the barracks. So, but then when I came back, I just kind of fell back in a path that it was not good. And I wasn't on a good path, even when I was working there with my parents. So it didn't really do things for me anymore. I didn't do anything. I just kind of lost it and didn't do it. And then I met my wife, and when I looked at her, I knew I wanted her. So that was over with. But she lived in St. Louis at the time, actually on the Illinois side in Caseyville. But anyway, it was a priority for me to keep my car clean then. I started cleaning it again and keeping it clean. When I'd go down there on the weekends, it was always and I'd do it at the car wash because that was all I had. I didn't have, because I lived on a gravel road. Wasn't a point doing it before I left.
Right.
So I would do it in town before I would leave.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. And then we got together and we moved in together, and she was a travel nurse, and she bought her first real nice brand new Impala, and it was sweet. It was a maroon Impala. It was real nice, and loved that car. Yeah, it was great. Loved it. And I always made sure she traveled. So every time before she'd leave, she was a night nurse. So while she was asleep in the afternoon, I'd wash the car and make it real nice and clean. Cause I told her, I was like, you gotta look better than the doctors do.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I just did it off and on, and just keeping our stuff clean and everything. And then I got a minivan, and I was like, oh God, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Oh, and my neighbor would pick on me because it'd take me 4 hours to clean it. But I was getting in the door jams and inside where the tracks are, I detailing it. I wanted to I kept our stuff nice. Still do. Except for right now, we took the truck out on the gravels and it was nice and muddy this weekend, but we went and seen some eagles and eagle nests and stuff. So
gotta have fun somehow.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Even at the expense of a dirty truck.
Yep. Yep, and it's ceramic coated, so the mud barely sticks. My truck doesn't look like a
You know?
lot of these trucks around here.
Yeah. Now, see, that's what you need to do is push those ceramic coatings in your area.
I'm trying. It's they're all like they all say, "Oh, I'm always on a gravel road." I know you are. Let me help you make it easier to keep it clean.
Yeah, they don't understand. Maybe you got to give them a visual with your pickup.
I'm trying. Yeah, we won't get started on me trying to do videos.
Yeah, videos are not easy. It's not
No.
easy doing videos and then having to edit and all of that. It can be difficult. I do understand that.
Yeah.
Um,
And I decided, I thought about it, and like I went down, still on my bad path, even though with my wife. And within the last 2 years, I've gotten better and mentally and everything, and mentally healthier. And so I was just like, I think it's time. I had already been thinking about it for years and years. So it was time. It was just time. And I just started learning more and more of what to
yeah,
do to make it easier to clean vehicles. Cause it's just like, oh, like the Tornador. Oh, I love that thing.
that that was the best buy I ever made.
Oh, it takes away the I'm just like, what vacuuming? Oh, thank you,
I
Jesus.
know.
Thank you,
I
Jesus.
know. In fact, let's just use that because that's my next question. Is the Tornador your favorite tool in detailing?
I love that thing, especially
Yeah, I
with
love
dog
it.
fur. It
Oh,
really
yes.
gets in there. You can just like, yay.
Yeah. Well, and
Right on out the door.
that was the one thing I wanted to ask you. In fact, it was the next question. And when you brought that up, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly that was the best purchase I ever made. And I kind of kicked myself a little bit because the reason I didn't buy it is because of the price. I didn't buy even the generic one that I have. It was inexpensive, but it was not inexpensive. I mean, it was more than
Right.
I was willing to spend. I mean,
I
I
didn't
just
get
had
the
it in my
original. I don't
mind.
have the Tornador either. I got the
Yeah,
generic,
I don't
I
either.
got a cheap one just to get me through right now. I mean, it's going to pay for itself in a little bit, not very long, whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was the best thing I ever did, and I kind of kicked myself for waiting 2 years to buy it.
make sure you keep that inside clean.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it gets gross.
It does.
It's
It does.
nasty. So
Mm.
what's your least favorite tool and thing about detailing?
Oh, oh, grandma. It used to be the interior. I used to absolutely hate doing interiors. And but when I started last year with my business, all I got was frickin' interiors. And
Ah,
I would just walk into my wife and I'm like, I got a detail, but it's another freaking interior. And so I've grown to love them actually. So, but I can't pinpoint anything right now that would say, oh gosh, I don't want to do that. It used to be interiors, but not anymore.
I think once you get to a certain point with interiors, it can be overwhelming. Number one, if they're bad enough. Number two, they're very time consuming, and we get that. But so are the exteriors. And so that argument doesn't really stand well with me as a person, as a detailer, because and the transformations, I hear a lot of people say the exterior is you're going to get a better transformation. I don't feel that there's any difference in the interior and the exterior transformations. I think the interiors, if they're trash, those transformations are the biggest.
Mm,
Um, but I think a lot of people that have done interiors, they just get burned out on them. Now there is that sector out there that, in my opinion, they don't even know how to do a dirty interior. They get overwhelmed with the thought of it. They get worried about it. And, because of that, they're like, no, I can't do it. But do you think that you used to like it? Do you think it's because it's so time consuming or physically demanding? What is it you don't like about it now?
Get in the rhythm. Get in the rhythm. Get in the rhythm.
Yeah. That's a good way. Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to get into it. And then when you get into it, sometimes it's so overwhelming you lose your rhythm. Yes.
Yeah. And now I'm doing more semis. So I did a grain truck. I did it was a Chevrolet or GMC Sierra, old big ass truck, grain truck. And then we are short and we can move on 2 years without. Yeah, no shit. Yep. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I mean, it was, yeah, I can't, especially in semis. It's just like, whoop, 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 I'm just walking around.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there is
Yeah.
I think the physical part of it for me is where that lies. But yeah,
Yeah.
when you get into big trucks, that's a whole different baby.
Yeah. It's just like getting up and down, and I actually pull my step stool up to it. So I'm just like stepping on it and then getting onto that top step. So I'm not even like, I don't have to worry about falling down or anything. If I have my towel or anything, I can just drop it.
Right. Right.
So, and then, or just hook it somewhere, it's just like it's a whole new world when it comes to these things.
Yeah.
Because you got to be
it is.
careful getting in and out, and I do my exterior last on them because I don't want to slip while doing an interior on it. So I do
Yeah.
the interior first. I just get it done and over with.
Yeah. Well, I've fallen out of them plenty. So I know exactly about not wanting to fall.
Yeah, I fell off a flatbed, just right, off flatbed before too, right on my back. So
That's what I did, and I ended up being hauled off in an ambulance.
yeah,
I didn't even come to until after I was in the ambulance.
yeah, I landed in the wheelbarrow.
Holy crap!
Yeah, it was a hell of a day.
Tori, do you have a question for Mary?
I did. I didn't write it down. What was it?
You tell her to
what
do
was?
something if she doesn't do what she's told.
I thought about it. I just didn't write it. Okay, give me half credit. What was the easiest thing for you to pick up on when you started
I
detailing?
can't hear.
You can't hear her?
Mm-mm.
What is the easiest thing for you to pick up on in detailing?
The easiest thing. Just taking the sponge and washing.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy thing. A lot of people though will complicate it. They think they've got the YouTube detailing is what I call it, and that's spraying it down and every single inch with a brush. You're not going to accomplish much with that.
No. Yeah.
It
No.
just doesn't make sense, and that
Unless
is
it's
just for the
mold or
camera.
something like that on there, and you really have to get at it. Then there's a point,
Right.
there's a, you might need to, but no.
But that, I mean, yeah,
Because
it
every
is.
time you see them doing it, they're doing it on something too clean. It's never, it's, you don't see
Yeah.
the mold or, there's trim with mold that needs that, but
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but it's
right.
usually what
You're
on
right.
a Porsche 911.
Porsche 911. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Humberto. Is he talking smack? The easiest thing for her
Smile.
was smile and then put hands on.
Hands
Sometimes I
on.
don't understand his English. Anyway, okay, so let's keep moving. Might write your questions down, Tori. That way you remember.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so YouTube detailing. What are your thoughts about it? Is it something that's been helpful to you? Is it something that has left you with more questions than answers? Tell me your thoughts about YouTube detailing. Settle down. I got one. It's not a dog, but it's a crazy cat. You want it?
The cat finally left. I don't know where he went. Now the dogs won't stop. Um, gosh, it. There's a point. It's all about the products, and I'm not about the products. I want to know how to do something, and do it more efficiently, more than
So
anything.
you're
Like,
more interested in
I didn't learn
detail.
about the tornador for a long time. I was always vacuuming.
That's what I
Yeah,
did. That's what I
yeah.
did. I was always vacuuming and then drill brushing and vacuuming again and then drill brushing. And it was a long drawn out process. It was sometimes overwhelming. It was sometimes I'm done. I've had enough. I don't want to do it anymore, just from vacuuming alone. And
Hmm.
so I feel that. But do you think that there needs to be less product talk and more technique talk? Is that what I'm gathering?
I'm after technique. I usually, I get it. Coach Kemi, they're a great product. DIY Detail, they're a great product. I understand Clean, it's a great product. What's the other one? Detail Co, they're great product. Everybody has a great product.
Everybody has one, yeah.
Yeah, everybody has one. Yeah, just like something else. Everybody has one.
That's right.
So,
Oh,
it's more of, well, how are you doing that? Oh, can I try that? Will that help me? Like, I didn't know about rinse less. I didn't know anything about it. We didn't have it here. We didn't have it in our stores,
right.
because that's where I got a lot of my detailing products and detailing stuff to do was in Walmart. We just got an O'Reilly's like a year ago.
Well, I tell you what, Tori and
Yeah,
Scott,
we're moving on
they
up.
love those O'Reillys and AutoZones and all that. And what's the other one?
Advanced?
Advanced. That's it.
Advanced, yeah, that's it. Advanced auto
Yeah.
parts.
But they work on cars more than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
But as far as detailing, yeah, um, I agree. I think there's way too much focus on products. Eileen, I just showed that comment. That's one thing I like about her channel. She might show the products, and Carlos too. They might show the products they're using and talk about it a little bit, but really they're just focused on doing the job.
Yeah.
And I
Carlos,
think
I've
what they
learned.
should both do is maybe, and here's a hint, maybe they should focus more on technique, because you only catch a little glimpse of what they're doing, and I would like to see that a little more. But yeah, I agree. I've got products that I've got to get through this year, in the beginning of this year, because they're spillovers from last year.
Mm,
And after that, I'm not sure how much I'm going to do in the way of products. I want to get back to, in fact, I was just telling Carlos this the other day, I want to get back to detailing.
mm-hmm.
There's
Yep.
way too much product, and I'm not afraid to say it. I don't expect anybody to agree with me, but I feel like that when I first started this, I was doing videos as much as I could. And in one of my videos, when I was talking about rinseless, I mentioned that I had a degree in psychology,
Mm-hmm.
and that, when you graduate with a degree like that, they don't come at you and try and get you into psychology. The corporations, the big corp of America, they start, hey,
Both of you look at
sorry,
that way at the
gotta
same
fight, gotta fight with the camera. Anyway, um,
Would you
they
all see
come to
him there?
you.
I missed
I
it.
know. I mean, I just know this cat's gonna launch off of the ground and launch right into something on the table, some kind of glass, anything like that. And I'm like, so anyway, I have to yell at, and by the way, Biddy is not a girl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, a lot younger than we originally thought.
Uh-oh.
And so now, and I suspected it because that cat is not normal. That cat is
Oh my God.
on what?
I'm just glad my cat doesn't. Nice. Oh.
He's
You look
Oh,
fluffy.
Teddy.
Fluffy, fluffy.
Oh,
Oh,
Teddy.
he scared me.
Oh my
JJ,
God. But yeah,
hang on.
I feel like what's happening is,
Hey,
when they come at us after we graduate, they want us
did you
to
forget
join the
something?
corporations in the marketing departments, because what they want us to do is find ways to creatively market the product that we're working for to people that we know are going to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, what I call addiction, and that's what it is, um, these products are probably not, the smaller brands are probably not doing it intentionally, but they are doing it indirectly. And so what's happening is they're enabling those addictions. And I did not realize how bad the addiction is in this industry until um, probably about 3 months in. And I swore at that point, I will never be that way. And I haven't. I can tell you the only products I have bought are the products that I needed to be able to keep working. And then I bought 2 or 3 other products from Mo, from Phoenix COD, and I think there was a DIY rinseless in there. But anyway, that's what's happened is I feel like there's way too much focus on products. And then what happens with that addiction is that those addicted people they congregate and they can't get enough of it. And that is unfortunate. So
I need more.
yeah, I need more. I need more. And that's what's happened. And I say that it's an addiction because when you look at the reality of it, that addiction is not, a drug, but the drug is different in the way of detailing products. That's
Yeah.
why the detailing industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, is because of that in products alone. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to cater to that. So in 2025, I will do my reviews that I am obligated to. Um, but I'm going to be a little choosy about what I do in the future. But I want to get back to the detailing now that it took me a long way to get there. But I want to get back to the detailing. I think that it's something that we need
We want to be
to.
on YouTube.
I think it's just something that we need to get back to. I need to focus more on detailing and not the products. And even as a detailer or a YouTuber, I think maybe we need to focus more on on detailing because I think it's getting lost. And
Mhm.
I admit it. I told Carlos that I felt like the detailing was getting lost. And
I love watching Carlos. I really
oh,
do.
I love his videos. He just kind
Yeah,
of mixes it up.
I've learned a
And
lot from him. I learned a lot from him. He's helped me a lot.
yeah, he
So
just
he doesn't even
mixes
know
it
it now. He
up.
knows. If he's still
Uh,
on, didn't fall asleep yet.
no, he didn't. He's actually been here more than 5 minutes. Can you believe
Oh,
that?
what?
Can you
He's been
believe
here
that?
for a
What? I'm
while.
glad I'm sitting down.
Oh, looky here. He says, "Oh, I meant the wrong one. Thank you,
Oh,
Mary."
you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, I really like his because he just mixes it up. And when he's talking to that camera, obviously he's comfortable with the camera, but and I've told him this before, this is his connection with his audience. He talks to that camera as if he's talking to his friend. And then
Mhm.
that comes across to us. And it's like we're not above him or below him. We're just equal and he's just sharing his experience. And you can learn a lot from that. So yeah, I like his videos too. That's something that's important to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did he say?
Really?
How often do you clean your
I just
belly
did this
button?
morning when I was in the shower.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, he's a mess. He's a mess. Oh my gosh. I'm
I'll
telling
answer it.
you.
I don't care.
He's a mess. They're just crazy questions. I ought to do an interview of people and ask Carlos for 3 of his questions
Right.
and let him ask 3 questions. Anyway, Tori,
Right.
you got another question?
They're kind of all one and the same. What was the hardest thing to pick
Some
up on?
bitch. Shit. Scheiße.
Ah,
It might
what
be
was the
me.
hardest? What was the hardest thing for you to pick up in detailing?
Still
Maybe
working on it. It's
a
polishing.
technique? Oh,
Yeah.
polishing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I feel that.
Mhm. Yep. It's
I
polishing.
definitely feel that. That's been up until I was actually shown by somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I had a hard time with that one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I'm
do it.
still,
It scared me to death.
yep. And I have 3 vehicles to practice on.
And do you think you're getting more comfortable?
A little bit. Yeah, I won't offer I won't do like 2, 3 step corrections or whatever like that. I don't want to do that type of stuff. I'd rather just enhance a vehicle more than anything. I'd rather
Yeah.
just hit it once, enhance it, make it look pretty, and put some great protection down on it. But here's the Ford
Oh,
Mustang behind you.
oh man, how dare you
What Ford
insult
Mustang
it?
behind me?
What are you talking about that?
Ah,
Oh,
he's
I'm like,
he's talking smack.
uh,
That's a Dale Earnhardt edition.
why can't I hear her? I'm so bummed.
I don't know why. That's weird. I'm not sure. I've got her unmuted. I don't know why.
Do I need to do
Muted me.
something?
I don't know. No
Hmm.
idea. I can hear
You
her
hear
really
me?
well.
You hear
Oh,
me?
Hassan says, I can hear you. Hassan says he's only polished headlights so far.
Yeah,
So,
I've done a couple of those.
I mean, I think every detailer is they're gonna grow in different, I mean, it's gonna take longer for others and shorter for others. And it also depends on what the detailer wants to focus on. But it's obvious in my first 2 years, I didn't even do much of anything. The most that I would do is pick up the rotary to polish up a dealership car, or I would get the, what is it? It's that sander. that sander.
Palm sander.
Yeah, palm sander that you would just, put a pad on there and then, just polish it up. And that's the goal. What is he doing?
He
That
just
I
got home.
hear.
Huh?
He just got home.
Oh, now I hear.
Oh, man, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
what you were
Look
doing.
at that. Look at that ugly effer.
Shake it, baby. Don't break it.
Don't tempt him.
No.
Let's
I
see.
am,
I'll say hi.
just for the audience, I am going to be interviewing Scott tomorrow, but that will not be live because there may be a lot of edits involved. Just saying. So if that's the case, then, I'll be able to do that, but it'll be fun. I'm going to ask him the same questions that I asked Tori. And the reason that I want to get Scott involved is because he has a very unique way of explaining things sometimes. And so I just want to get his take on them. So we will be doing that. Just watch for that. But first, we got to get through the Mary interview. Okay, Mary. Okay, Mary.
I see that question from Carlos.
Let's just say, okay, hold on. Let's answer this. How often do you get one night stands with your customers, or do they come back for more details and maintenance?
I only have one of those customers. That's my wife.
Nice save. Nice save.
uh,
Humberto, I have to audit that or edit that because if I don't, I'm probably won't be able to monetize it anyway. But there's not going to be too. I mean, the F word is going to fly out constantly. Who was that? One of my grandsons. Who?
Yeah, that was Andrew.
Andrew. Tell him to come back.
Andrew.
That's my grandson.
there he is.
Hi. How you doing, Andrew? Well, I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Time for bed. Time for bed. Time for bed.
Oh.
Anyway, okay. So my next question for you, Mary, is kind of along the lines, but a little more decent than of what Carlos asked, and that is um, your customers. What kind of feedback do you usually get from your customers?
I only have a few, but I've gotten great feedback. Honestly, I did one, and she said that she'd never had her inside windshield windows or all her inside windows. She's never had them clean before. She's like, they normally leave streaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
So
leaves. It's
yeah,
nice to have them.
yeah. So, um, and then I only have one maintenance customer, and I do her once a month, and she's obviously happy because she's been with me since I started.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that. Not at all. But does it
yeah.
does it encourage you? Have they given you negative feedback? Have you received any negative feedback?
No, nobody. I mean, if they're just, they just won't say it or what. I don't know. I've not had anything. So,
But the good stuff, does that encourage you to continue on and keep going?
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely, I mean, even though like some of the trucks that I'm doing, they're work trucks, and I have to like put my mind past that, to that they're work trucks, that they can't be, I just have to like work past that.
Right.
You know, like I don't need to break out the steamer and really get this dash, you know.
Yeah. There's a little more leeway in work trucks. I feel that.
Yeah, so but that's been a little harder on me, but you know what? They've been happy. The guys have just been like, you know, I'll get a text message because I'm actually at the shop that I work. It's my maintenance customer's son, and it's his shop, and he has customers that want their stuff detailed, and he doesn't like detailing, and neither does the other guy. So they had that big 450 come in that needed to go up to Michigan because it got sold and they wanted it detailed, but they didn't want to do it.
Hey, who
Hey,
cares?
yep, I'm
I'm
here.
there.
I was like, I love it. I
There
mean,
you go. It'll give
yeah,
you a little
so.
bit more experience.
So he messaged me last night after I was done with that that international I did yesterday. I just did a rinseless on the inside. I didn't do anything special. I mean, they didn't want anything special. I just wanted it,
Right. What?
mud and corn and all, the corn dust out.
Right. Humberto has a question for you. Have you done an RV?
No,
No, not
that's
yet.
Eileen's job.
That's Eileen's job. Yeah, she
Yeah.
gets a lot of them, don't
Yeah,
she?
she can just keep that because I'm.
I'm telling you, my one experience with an RV was the worst. And I'm not in a hurry to get in there and start doing those again. But
no, she's doing
so
real good. Oh, bye, Tori.
oh, we lost Tori. Yeah, I just had a bad experience with an RV, and there we go. She's back.
There she is.
She's back.
The Wi-Fi cut out.
I was gonna say what happened, but anyway, that was his
Yeah, the Wi-Fi
question.
cut for a second.
That was what he wanted to ask you, so I thought I'd toss that in there before we go. Now, as a woman in detailing, what is your experience? Do you find it? Now, let me put it to you this way. I know that you probably don't have a lot of experience with customers looking at you as a woman, but when you look at it from the YouTube standpoint, what are your thoughts? And I don't want you to, I'm not asking you to bash anybody. Just kind
No.
of give your thoughts. What is it that, do you feel like that you have a place? You know what do I make any sense? Probably not. No one may.
Do I have a place in the detailing world or in detailing
Yeah.
on YouTube?
Anywhere. Detailing world in general. Yeah, you have a place on YouTube. You have a channel, and if you want to do something with it, you have a place on YouTube. And that goes for anybody, but I don't want you to think that you don't have a place there. You do.
Yeah.
But in the detailing world, what do your customers think about a woman doing that? And what do you think about women in detailing? Do you think that the guys accept us? Those kinds of things. What are your thoughts? I don't know. I'm just tossing out ideas.
Well, if you want from my small town area, the perspective here, or in general around the whole entire country.
Right.
It just depends. I mean, seriously, it really does. It really depends on your area. Um, I'm having a hard time here, but I'm a woman. I don't know anything. I'm having to work through a few things actually at the shop because I don't know anything. you know, I get a call. Oh hell with it! I'm gonna say I get a call, and he wants me to do the semi, and he's you know what I can't even think of it right now. It's just making me so. The 5th. the fifth wheel hookup. You know, don't wash the grease off.
Yeah.
Duh. Don't wash the grease off.
Duh. I mean, my God, I'm not going
No,
there.
it's just, you know, but I gotta work past this. You know, he's younger. It's a younger guy, you know. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. But I've been working with men for a long time. Um
Well,
in
you were
my
in the Navy, for
other
heaven's sake.
I was in the Navy, and yeah, you were saying something about the F word. I've been, this is like the cleanest I've been for all day.
Me too. But I've been asleep. That's the cleanest I've been. Because I'm doing that training third
So
shift. So when I came home, I was up for a little while, and I finally gave in and went to bed. And you know, I'm just like, um, real quick before you finish your answer, Carlos wants to know: are you applying to be in the DIY tuber program?
serious. You can hold your breath. We can all hold our breath on that one.
I'm going to take that as a no, Serranos. I'm going to take that as a no for now.
I've been asked that since it started. I've been getting asked quite a bit. I just,
Not
I
comfortable
don't
with
want,
that.
I don't know. I don't know. I
And you
really
know,
can't
something like that
decide.
really needs to be for the person. Um, you know, I keep getting called a quitter and a loser all the time because of that. But you know, it was it when I what I originally thought it was supposed to be, it wasn't. What I expected it to give to me, it wasn't. As far as making videos, I'm not. My channel is about my journey. I'm not interested in some great big production. I don't have to spend all this money on a fancy studio. If I wanted that, Scott and Tori would probably make it happen for me. But really, I just want to detail. I want to do my job. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so what I thought it was going to be, and then I got slammed. I mean, I was slammed with details constantly. I was doing 2 or 3 a day, plus I was working, and I just didn't have time. But it does, and you know what? They can call me a quitter and a loser all they want to. It's okay. It doesn't bother me at all. My, I will say to people, it's not for everybody. You have to be willing to put yourself out there, and if you're not comfortable doing that, I wouldn't suggest it because it can be demanding. You know, Ivan and Nick, they're just trying to teach you, and it's a lot. And if you're trying to learn how to record at the same time and be on camera and be comfortable with it, having all of these lessons to learn can be difficult.
And that's the thing. I get to my detail, and I get there and I just start going. I just start pulling out my stuff and start doing what I need to do. And then I'll like get ready, you know, I'll do the first like squirt onto something, and I'm like, crap. I didn't do a video of anything. I didn't take
Yeah, it
pictures.
is a
You
mindset.
know,
It
and I'm
is
just
a
like, I
mindset
cannot
you
get
have to
that
adopt.
rhythm at all.
Yeah, you have to kind of, it's a mindset. It really is.
It really
Carlos
Well,
can
is.
I just forget
probably
to move
tell
the
you that.
camera.
Yeah.
Huh?
It,
I just forget to move the camera.
Tori says she forgets to move the camera.
well, and yeah, that or I get it just right, and you know, you think you hit record, and you do, but you don't realize that you hit the selfie mode, so you recorded 45 minutes of the house and my wife's flamingo thing spinning. I was like, here, baby, watch my video of my interior I did on this Jeep. I was really proud, I was really excited. She's just like, it's of the house. And I'm like, what? No.
I've done that. I've
Oh,
done that.
so
I have totally done that. I
it's
have recorded the wooden fence that where I used to detail in the beginning. I recorded that wooden fence for about 40 minutes. What? It's a mindset. You have to. It's you literally have to train your brain. Really, we're gonna put our ass in the camera.
shake it.
Mother effer.
You did that on purpose. Oh.
He's such a jackass. Carlos will be on the DIY program soon. No, he won't. He won't be on there because he's got over 5,000 followers, subscribers. And,
I don't
yeah,
even
and
have.
his birthday.
Yeah, that was I was whoever it was asked me, and I was just like, I don't even know 250 people. Let alone, I didn't even graduate with 250 people. I graduated with 99 people. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, it was small.
That's pretty small.
Yeah. So,
And he wanted Carlos. Her channel name is what her channel is. If you have an account on YouTube, that is your channel name. You can change it in the account later if you make it go. But everybody is given an account when they have a channel, when they have an account with YouTube. Most of it's through Google. They're the same for the most
yeah,
part.
it,
But yeah, everybody has a channel. Anybody who has an account has the ability to start a channel.
yeah, yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
I
I
just
have those
kind of
first
wanted.
steps of starting my Dragonfly mobile detailing. I just don't use that.
Right now, what do you do on? Do you maybe do it on Facebook or Instagram?
I've just been posting right now on Instagram and Facebook, and just for right now doing some shorts that aren't very great. So,
Hey,
you
it's a
know,
learning process. I don't care who
yeah, it
you are.
really
You're going
is.
to have to learn.
Yeah, it
You have
really
to
is.
learn to be comfortable with the camera. Learn to use the camera. Oh,
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
look
Oh,
at
pretty
that.
kitty, kitty.
Okay, so Tori, do you have another question before I finish up with my last question, which is
I
basically
do.
as follows. Okay.
I do. Courtesy of Carlos.
Oh
What's your what's,
no.
what's your opinion on rinseless?
What's your opinion on rinseless? Oh, you can hear her? Can you hear
I
her
think the
now?
garage I
I
think
can
the
hear
garage
it
door
now.
fixed
Yeah,
it.
I don't know. It happened like halfway through, or about 20 minutes
Okay.
ago. I can finally hear her.
Okay, so what is your opinion on rinseless? That's a great question.
Well, it did pretty good on that semi I did yesterday.
Oh, yeah. On the
Yeah,
interior?
yeah, yeah. I think I posted it. It was a really crappy job of videoing. Um, so I just didn't want to fall out.
I
It
think that's
can
So
a
be
fair trade.
it can
yeah,
be
so
intimidating.
it would have been my life, boom, right backwards, out the back. But anyway, yeah, I think I have a couple of them posted on Instagram, the before and then after. And
So
like I
do
said, I
you
just used rinseless on it. I didn't feel like pulling out the Serrano sauce or anything like that. I have done a grandma sauce. I do like that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, what is that? And the only reason I did that is because it's Carlos Serrano sauce. So I'm like, oh, I've
Right.
got grandma sauce. But yeah, grandma sauce is an ounce of rinseless with just 3 drops of Dawn dish soap. So it's basically a copy off of him, only using a different product. But what I wanted to do was kind of find something that And I was kind of shocked to find that it had the cleaning power that it did.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of kept it and started using it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I really like the grandma's sauce, and I really
Right.
should focus or
I was
show
just
it
having
more.
fun. I was just like, I'm
Yeah,
having fun at the shop.
yeah, definitely. But you do like rinseless. Have you ever done it on the exterior?
Yes, yes. I do it
Did
on the
you,
exterior.
do
Yeah.
you like it?
It's okay. Sometimes I mean there's just times I like the foam. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
every like Carlos says, it has its place.
Yep.
Oh,
So like well I foam the big semis, you
right. Oh, yeah,
know.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
And
there's
I
no
think
use
we
that.
told you that. I think we were
Yeah.
talking about that and told you that's the better option.
Yeah,
Did
you
we
and
get you a
John.
long stick?
Mm-hmm.
Get you a long stick and be able to reach?
Yeah. Well this one it didn't have that angle, you know, the little wind angle thing, you know, it was flat. So it was
Oh, day cab?
yeah, it was just day cab. There you go.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me toss out my surprise
Uh-oh.
question. But this is not to bash anybody or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of get a feel of who is your favorite YouTuber and why? Is this something that um you find yourself learning more from that person? In entertainment, I mean, Carlos can be pretty damn entertaining. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you
he's
watch his bloopers.
he's easy to roast, like you wouldn't believe. I mean, they don't get any easier than that. That man is just he just opens the door. Come on in, dig at me. But who's your favorite YouTuber and why? You know, you
Oh, I have
learn
to pick
from them.
one.
Well, just kind of find one that when you see that name pop up, you're like, oh, what is he going to do today? What is she going to do today? You know, I mean, there's a few women out there you could probably watch. Mine and Chelsea and
Eileen.
Eileen. There you go. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think what the hell. I just completely blanked out all the women. But anyway, when you see their name pop up, what's that one you want to just run and say, "Oh, what are they going to do today?" You know, it's just they just have a way of mixing it up or whatever.
Gosh, you know, when I was first learning a lot, it used to be Pan, you know, but I don't jump like I used to because I'm not, you know, I'm not saying that I'm caught up, but, you know, I need to learn like business stuff too. So I just kind of put learning on a hold, you know, and if I need to like do something, you know, figure out something, I'll figure it out, you know, or whatever, whatnot. Gosh, right now, I haven't really been into the detailing videos. I watch you,
Oh,
you know, I'll watch
I had
Chelsea's, you know, videos. I'm not big on any of these podcasts. I'm not big on any of them.
I have to
So,
admit, I'm
yeah,
struggling with that. I'm
yeah, I'm having a
struggling with
hard time
that.
with those.
I feel
Um,
like that's taken over and it's taken away from the detailing. And
yeah.
that's just my thought. But yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm just not. I will watch Phil's podcast,
Oh, I jump at Phil's when he posts, or you
but
know, when yeah.
he's been able to spread it out, you
Mm-hmm.
know, where it's not overwhelming and taking up all of your time. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
with you on that.
Yeah. It's just gosh, here late. I just haven't really been. I'll just kind of jump on real quick anymore, but I just kind of been. Nothing's really been appeasing to me lately. You know, I don't know
Well,
why. I don't know why. And like I think it's just because it's the products. You know, like I know I'm going to hear about this product the entire video. Yeah.
yeah,
and,
I'm
and
struggling with
then
that.
all the little
Humberto says,
tools, all the tools to spray rinseless with. or try to eat. That's just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I
You
try
know,
to be.
I don't I don't have a cake. I don't have the cake sprayer. I have a Harbor Freight pump sprayer that works fabulous.
I
That
have an
works. It's a
Amazon.
2-gallon pump sprayer.
I don't even have a gallon. It's a 1 liter or 2 liter. No, it's a 2 liter, and
Like
it's a
that big.
hand pump one, and it's cheap. I'm like, I'm not gonna go and buy anything expensive for what I do. I just can't
Hmm.
do it. I
But
cannot
I
bring
love
myself
having
to do
that
it.
because it's already mixed up, and ready to go.
Right.
And especially I have a minivan and I have a pickup, the big pickup, and it has a camper shell on it. You know, so but yeah, my Harbor Freight pump sprayer works just fine.
Yeah,
And I
I feel
actually,
that.
yeah, yeah. So, um,
Harbor Freight has it Juice is in here. Hello, Juice. It's good to see you. Harbor Freight got a battery 1 gallon sprayer for $40. That's decent.
oh, did not know that. Thank you, Juice.
Yeah, I had no idea either, but I don't go to Harbor Freight on a
Oh, I'm
very
an
regular
ITC member.
basis.
I'm addicted to that place. That's my toy store. And it's 30 when
Now
we
we
go
know.
to when we go to that town, I'll look at my wife and I'll be like, "Can I go to Harbor Freight?"
Now we know Mary's addiction.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got Harbor Freight like a mile and a half away.
Oh God. You're so
Mine is just
lucky.
about three
It's
miles.
38
Yeah.
miles.
Oh, well, I don't have to go that far. I don't have to
Yep.
go that far.
Yep.
But, yeah, I mean, I like going. It's just, I just don't, I'm not a big spender anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a saver, not a spender. And
Yeah.
you would think I'm a smoker. So you would think that I have an addictive personality, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not into those product addictions and all of that.
You
It's just
don't
not
have
my
that
thing.
impulsive buying.
No, I don't. I don't. Let's like
I
Tori
have
sent
a
me. Go ahead.
I have a 94 Toyota pickup and that I'm working on. Yeah, doing the shocks and bearings and
Oh,
yeah, the bushings and all of that. And I got a welder for real cheap. It's a MIG and a flux core welder at a garage sale for 250. It's a Hobart. Yeah, so I mean, I dabble in a lot, but my Toyota pickup, that's kind of like my little toy, and I want it to be my little mini truck, and I want to get,
that would be yeah. That you and Tori would probably get along great with some of that conversation.
yeah, yeah, I know. I wish I had Tori near me because I got a bolt that broke on my transmission pan.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't have it. I don't have a lift, so it's just up on jacks. I
Well,
gotta
they've
wear
had
the
to
right.
do.
Needless to say, I gotta wear the right bra that day.
Well, even before they had all the fancy stuff, they don't have a lift, but before the fancy stuff, um, they were pretty. I'm gonna kill him.
I was like, what
I'm
was
gonna
that?
kill
I
him.
know. I'm like, you're pretty what?
They were pretty resourceful. They were pretty resourceful. This cat is driving me freaking bonkers.
I know.
Not
Mine
even
last.
kidding. I cannot find the money fast enough to get his butt fixed and settle his ass down. He is driving me straight up the wall. I am not
Is he even
kidding.
big enough yet?
What?
I said, is he even big enough yet?
Yeah, you need to be 2 pounds.
Oh, we
Yeah,
£2.
finally hit the
he's
2 pound mark.
big. I think he's big enough. He's probably right at it. I knew we were gonna have to wait longer because he's small. But yeah, I think he's ready. But he's
Here,
he's about to
send my
piss
bike,
me
kitty.
smooth off. Oh, look
The
at
murder mitten.
that! Look
The
at
murder.
that! It's crazy how we just gotta have.
Yeah, got 7 dogs and 2 cats. So the other
Oh my
cat,
god!
she likes to really like beller. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, she'll just it sounds like somebody dying. And, and she started doing it earlier when you were talking, and I'm like, oh
I
no.
heard that.
Yeah, I heard it too. But I mean, I just
Uh,
figured we were gonna ignore him, so I didn't say anything.
yeah, that would be the Siamese cat.
Tori, do you
they're
have any other questions for her? You don't, do you? Or do you?
No, can't think of
Okay.
nothing that you haven't already
Okay.
touched on.
That I haven't already touched on, yeah. Um, I don't have any more questions for you, Mary. I appreciate you agreeing to do this. This was fun.
Yeah, I had a blast. Anytime you want to do, check in or whatever, we can do it again.
Okay. Yeah, I like I said in the beginning, I'm just testing out this format. I don't want a podcast per se, but I want a place for us to have conversations, whether it be about detailing or, like I did with Tori, where we talked on the mechanical side of things. And then Tori and I thought, when we do these interview type things, that maybe we could shake things up a little bit where I'm on the inside, she's on the outside, and so,
Tag
you
team.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of tag team it, one from the inside, one from the outside, and just kind of get a feel. But at the same time, I'm not sure I want to stick with just detailing because I didn't realize how much of the real world comes into detailing, where there's plenty of conversations to be had with like a mechanic, and so um, I just feel like, I don't know where I want to take it, but I thought, what, first of all, we need to let everybody have a voice, kind of like what Phil is doing. Um, but of course, it's going to take time to get through all of those. But I did want to, at least when they said that, when I don't even remember how it came up. Did you offer to? Oh, when I said, would you do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I never thought Mary would do that, but hell yeah, let's do
Hell
it.
yeah.
Let's give it to, I mean, you come into my lives practically every single time. Um, and so this kind of puts a face to the name. And then
Yeah.
it kind of lets people know what you're about. And you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And
So
it's kind
I
of
don't
giving me the courage to start that
get
channel.
out there. Get it
Just
in.
post those
Yeah.
videos on that channel.
Oh
That's
yeah.
all.
Never, ever, ever. What I try to tell people, because they're always like, You're on YouTube?" Yeah, I'm scared to death of the camera. Don't be afraid of the camera. Um, but it is a learning curve. Like I
Mm,
told Tori, that's something that's going to take time. So if you want to have a channel, the best thing for you to do is you can do a video and then kind of play with it and learn to edit it, and then teach yourself to talk to the camera. But it is a learning curve. It's not something that not everybody's just a natural.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. There was one video I did just because I was trying to do an intro video, introduction of myself to put on YouTube. Yeah. And I did it, and I was like, this is me standing up, and this is me sitting down. And then I went back and I watched it.
Ah, that's
Because I
funny.
have my banner behind me, so I wanted to see what it looked like. And
Yeah. Well, that's actually something you should do What you should do is just don't forget to show who you really are. And I know you know what I'm talking about because you'll see it on like Carlos's videos. I know you'll see it on mine. I mean, if I screw up, I screw up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carlos is the same way. If I screw up, I screw up. Or, he gets into a position where he's like, there's a blooper, and a lot of times he just doesn't take it out. He just leaves it there.
Yep.
So, just remember, be you. If
Yep.
you're going to do a channel, be you. Even if that means the little laughable moments, the bloopers, be who you are. That's the biggest advice I can give you.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
okay. It's all right. Anyway, thank you very much, Mary. I appreciate you taking the time
Oh
to hang
yeah.
out with me and Tori. And Tori, thank you for joining. I
Of
thought what
course.
I would do is just try and, we don't know how. Me and Tori, we're not really sure how to work this as far as a team, but I wanted to kind of have that outside perspective. So we'll figure it out. We're
Yeah.
probably a little dry, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. You guys ever want to
Practice
just
makes
like
perfect.
do it in the background, do it, not on YouTube or something and want to practice and work some kinks out, we can do that together. I have no problem with
Okay,
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out. And don't forget, be watching for. I'm going to rip this one off and make sure it's on it's scheduled for those who missed it, because I know the lives don't get pushed out like they should. But also watch for my interview with Scott. We are going to record that tomorrow evening. It is going to be recorded.
Yeah, he
Me
got
and
lucky.
Scott,
That'll be
well,
interesting.
Tori's face can tell you all about it. I'm telling you, we get, well, you saw it on that one headliner video. Did you see that, Mary?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It gets more interesting. More interesting.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's constant. It's constant. But at the same time, I know I got to put up with it. I've got to, I want his answers. He just has unique way of talking, other than just being a dipshit, But I want to get his thoughts on all those things that I asked Tori, because it's like detailing. I'm a detailer in my way, and Mary, you're a detailer in your way.
Yep.
Well, Tori is a mechanic in her way, even though she learned from Scott. But Scott is a mechanic in his way,
I'm
and
a
he's
YouTube
just as
mechanic.
he's just
Hey, that's where he got his from.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I'm a
all
YouTube
about
mechanic.
just trying to watch and learn. And yeah, I'm telling you, hell, I'm a YouTube detailer, Mary.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This way it
I,
goes.
I knew a lot about detail. I just improved a lot with YouTube. So
That's really what it is learn. When you run into a problem,
I know. In a minute.
getting
I'll
out
knock it
there,
over.
and figuring out the
Sorry.
solution to the problem. No, you're good. And that's a tough thing to do. So I am a YouTube detailer,
Yeah.
literally. YouTube University is what it is.
Yep.
So, but anyway,
Maybe this will be
thank you,
my
ladies.
freshman year.
Your freshman year? How long you been doing this?
Yeah, my freshman year for YouTube.
Oh, there you go. Okay, gotcha. Anyway, Humberto says,
Uh-oh.
oh, HM says we're YouTube certified. And Humberto said, let's see Scott and Chris in the ring. Let's get ready to rumble.
You'd be surprised at that one.
I'm telling you, that can be a challenge. I have got to edit it. I cannot, in good faith, let that just roll the way that it would roll.
All you gotta do is beep it out. One of the guys said it. Just beep it out. Don't edit it. Don't edit too much.
I will have to beep
Hey.
it out. The problem is
in a minute.
I'm not sure that I can. I mean, it's going to take me 10 hours to edit the damn thing. And then it's going to beep, 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 blah, beep, beep, beep. That's
the funniest thing, though.
It's gonna be more about Morse code than it is a damn interview.
Gonna sound
Teach
like
him to
Pulp
read
Fiction.
lips.
Yeah,
That's the day of my life was Pulp Fiction. If you just want to know my life,
there you go.
that's how I
There you
talk.
go. But yeah, I mean, I am a YouTube mechanic and I'm efficient with parts. Always have parts that I leave out, and the vehicle
Hey,
moves.
you know you're just simplifying it if you find stuff left over after the fact. Okay.
Oh, this bolt. I didn't need that bolt.
That's how you end up with an extra bolt tray. Okay.
Yep. A tub. Extra bolt tub.
I was gonna say it's a butter bowl.
Yeah.
You just throw them all in the
No,
butter
ours
bowl.
is a transmission pan.
Ah, okay. That's funny. That's crazy. But it's true. It is true. So anyway. All right. Well, thanks again, Mary. I sure do appreciate it. It was great to get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
I wanted, when you said you would do this, I'm going, hell yeah, I'm doing it. So, but thank you very much. I sure do appreciate it. And
Thank you,
Tori,
Grandma. Thank you, Tori. This was amazing.
Thank
I had a
you.
blast. Anytime.
yeah,
Just for the
I'm
hell,
glad. You know, I
the
just
poops
wanted to
and
keep it
giggles, so you
low
won't have to
key.
bleep that out. Poops and
No,
giggles.
well, no. We didn't say anything bad. We're good. We're good. Or at least if you didn't say anything that I wouldn't have said, we're good. So there you go. But
Yeah.
anyway, Tori, I'll see you tomorrow night or tomorrow evening for the fun.
Yep.
I am going to have Tori there with me. So Scott's on his own, though. I cannot wait. Anyway,
That's gonna be
have a good
good.
one.
I
Have
can't
a good
wait.
one, guys. And everybody out there, have a good one. Thank you.
Have a good night.
And we'll see you on the next video. But until then, you know how it goes. Peace. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was
This was
fun.
fun.